And Juan MINAYA is an offensive tackle at 6'6", 335 out of New Jersey.
Yeah, Paramus Catholic from Paramus, New Jersey. So shout out to Al Golden, who, obviously was from there and recruited up there. But yeah, MINAYA is a big kid. I've seen him listed at 315, 330, and 335. So regardless, he's 315 plus, big dancing bear kind of a guy. Has good feet, has a basketball background as well. He's young for his grade. So he's 16 currently. So he will turn 17 or be 17 in his senior year and 17 turning 18 as a freshman in college in 2 years. So, the addition of youth to his already large frame is great. He projects probably to be an interior lineman, so probably at a guard moving forward. But this is a kid who his bench press numbers rival current NFL draft combine guys for this current draft. We're talking mid upper 20s, putting up 225. That's substantial. And this is another guy who, like Frankie Tinalau in last year's class, the native New Zealander who moved to Miami, and then now he's on the Canes roster. I think that his brightest days are ahead of him. And, the additional thing here is his incredible youth relative to peers. You know what I mean? Like, most kids who were 16 are like sophomores playing JV varsity-ish. This is a kid who's a current junior, rising senior at 16 with that size, playing up already on varsity and starting at tackle. But yeah, for us, he's probably going to move inside. I mean, he does have the height and length to stay outside. I think that at that side, that bulk and everything, he fits more the profile of somebody on the interior of the line. But again, this is a guy who, Miami went after strongly. This is Cristobal. This is Mirabal. This is what they do. One is a former national championship offensive lineman and offensive line coach. The other is his best friend and the current offensive line coach, like specific position coach. This is what they do. They look at the guys that they want. They pretty much go and get them, including you're going to get some guys who are developmental. And that's really key, because if you look back, and I personally like to talk about Wisconsin when talking about offensive line, because it's so easy to see with them, because their offensive line, through the whole, last 40 years has consistently been great, but it's been few times and far between that you get a guy who plugs in day one and starts. Usually these are guys who develop over time. And then they're nameless and faceless, but they're all third-year sophomores, fourth-year juniors, fifth-year seniors who are 6'6", 340, and they're incredible at what they do, but it takes time. And Wisconsin intentionally gets the guys, with very few exceptions. They rarely get 4- and 5-star offensive linemen, but they get guys and they develop them over time. When you're looking at a Frankie Tinalau, when you're looking at a Juan MINAYA, that's the paradigm here. Is yes, they have the size already. They are big enough, but there's something about them. Clearly, it's not his strength, because he's putting up, in the 20s on 225, but maybe it's that functional strength. Maybe it's his hand placement. Maybe it's transitioning him from tackle to guard at college. Maybe these things, but you have guys who the plan is not to play day one. The plan is to play year 3, 4, and 5 and be really good, grown men, along the line at that time. And it does take time to get that grown man strength. And, we want the Francis Mauigoas, who's probably going to start as a true freshman, but you also need these kind of guys who have size and a developmental path moving forward. And I think that's a good take with Juan MINAYA.